We are your official Wildcat and Lady Cat station, KSST 1230 AM, Sulphur Springs, Texas. And it's time for Wildcats basketball playoffs. Let's go to Jackrabbit Jim and KSST Sports Director Don Julian. Don?
James Terry, thank you very much. And we are at Forney High School in the Jackrabbits gym, home of the Forney Jackrabbits. And we've got two highly ranked Class 5A teams playing here tonight. Very similar in a lot of ways. Both have played extremely strong schedules. Very impressed with Red Oak's schedule, and you have to be impressed with the Wildcat schedule, which includes 7 games against ranked 6A teams, and 4 victories out of those 7 games, 4-3 against teams. Now, some of them may not be ranked, but they were ranked at the time we played them. Case in point would be Louisville. I don't think you can find them in the rankings, but they were certainly there in the Whataburger tournament when the Wildcats beat them. And so that's impressive, and Red Oak has played impressive teams as well, like DeSoto and South Grand Prairie and teams like that. Just a few seconds before we get this one underway here. Wildcats 27-8, and that is the correct record, no matter what you may read somewhere else. I'll put out the challenge that if somebody can show me where I'm wrong, I can show you 27 wins and 8 losses. And I challenge everybody to do that. I have not had to eat my words yet. Red Hawks 23-11. They were perfect 12-0 in district, or the Wildcats were 8-2. Let's check in now with our announcer.
Jackrabbit Gymnasium. Tonight's game is the 5A Region 2 area playoff matchup between the Red Oak Hawks and the Sulphur Springs Wildcats. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Now we'll get the starting lineups for these two teams. Starting with the Red Oak Hawks.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's area playoff time! It's time to get up on your feet and make some noise for the starting lineups. First, for the visitors on the scoreboard, representing District 14-5A with a record of 23-11, the Red Oak Hawks. And for a 6'3" senior, number 1, Keon Thompson. And guard, a 5'11" senior, number 3, Emerson Wallace. And guard, a 6' senior, number 4, LaShawn Turner. And guard, a 6' senior, number 5, Joshua Sesser. And center, a 6'8" senior, number 32, Colby Holland.
And starting lineups, again, we'll run over them quickly here. For Red Oak, it'll be Keon Thompson, Emerson Wallace, Joshua Sasser, I assume that's coach's son, Latrone Turner Jr., and Colby Holman, a big fella at 6'7", and Thompson is 6'3". For the Wildcats, Day Hall, Lamadrick Johnson, Cameron Kahn, Grayson McClure, and Boo Wilkerson. We're just about ready to get this one underway here from the Forney gym. And Day Hall will be jumping center for the Wildcats, wearing that number 0. The Wildcats in home white tonight with blue numerals, and the Red Hawks are in maroon with lighter numerals on the jerseys. Jumping center for them, their big fella, Colby Holman, 6'7". Day listed at 6'6". Referee is in the center circle with the ball. And the ball is up, and neither player timed their jump right, so we're going to have to do that over again. The ball went up pretty good, but players just mistimed the jump. They will try it again here. The ball is up, controlled by Day Hall. He tips it back to Cameron Kahn. The Wildcats, for a radio audience, will be traveling right to left across the radio dial. Day Hall at the top of the key. Left side it goes, Lamadrick Johnson. Johnson lobs for Day, and he put it in the bucket. Looks like a play we've seen. Day Hall with 2. They lead the Red Hawks, just the Hawks, 2-0. 7:36 left, first quarter. And the Hawks have the ball outside the arc, put it in the corner now. And here's a 3 on the way. It's off, no good. Rebound, Day Hall. The Wildcats moving across the midline. Day, left side, Grayson McClure left open. He missed it, but a good follow shot by Cameron Kahn. Wildcats leading 4-0. Timeout taken by Red Oak. The Wildcats 4 and Red Oak 0. 7:11 left here in the first quarter. We'll be back in a moment. Wildcats out to a 4-0 lead, and Red Oak taking a quick timeout. Coach Sasser, it's Jason Sasser, saw a lot of things he did not like and wanted to set that straight. Red Oak across the midline, Joshua Sasser, the point guard. And to the left side it goes. Around a screen, here's a 3 by Red Oak. It misses, no good. Day Hall with the rebound. The Wildcats, he got it over to Lamadrick Johnson, and now Lamadrick across the midline. Goes top of the key, Day Hall. Hall gets it over Lamadrick Johnson. Johnson drives in, spins, puts up the shot, and hit it off the glass. Lamadrick Johnson with 2, and the Wildcats are leading 6-0. 6:34 left, first quarter. Ball in the hands of Sasser. Guarded by Lamadrick Johnson. And he gets it over to Wallace. And Wallace drives in against Grayson McClure and hit a jump shot, about a 10-footer. It was Emerson Wallace. And it's a 6-2 ball game now with 6:12 left here in the first quarter. Day Hall looking for a teammate. Left side it goes, Cameron Kahn. He threw it and intercepted by Red Oak. And here they come in a big hurry. Sasser gets it over. Wallace left wide open for a 3, and he drained it. Wallace has 5 points, and Red Oak is right back in this game at 6-5 with 5:47 left here in the first quarter. He could not have been more wide open. Day Hall, right side it goes, Lamadrick Johnson. Johnson, top of the key. Boo Wilkerson almost took a 3. Drives in, down low to Day Hall. He looked like he was fouled, but he put it in and hit it. No foul call, and the Wildcats are up 8-5. 5:24 left here in the first quarter. Wallace driving in. A floater is short. No good. Day Hall with a rebound. Red Oak player hit the deck. Here comes Day down the court. Gives it to Grayson McClure. Over to Lamadrick Johnson. Grayson McClure down low. Day Hall lets the traffic go by, and then whistle blows. And I think they say Day stepped out of bounds, so it'll go back to Red Oak. And substitution coming in now for the Hawks. This is Darren Eubanks. So Darren Eubanks checked in. And Wallace across the midline for the Hawks. Dribbling outside and being watched by Lamadrick Johnson as they set their offense. To the left side it goes. That's the new player, Eubanks, that came in there. And he gets it over to Wallace, who has all 5 of Red Oak's points. And Wallace will shoot a long 3. It's off the iron, no good. Grayson McClure chases it into the corner and gives it over to Lamadrick Johnson. Wildcats up 8-5, 4:27 left here in the first quarter. Lamadrick, left side, Boo Wilkerson down low to Cameron Kahn. Kahn spins to the bucket. Left hand is good. Cameron Kahn with 4. The Wildcats leading 10-5. Beautiful move by Cameron Kahn. And here comes Red Oak. Free throw jumper for the Hawks. No good. Rebound Boo Wilkerson. Wildcats leading 10-5. 4:02 left here in the first quarter. Lamadrick Johnson into the lane. Oh, the ball stolen, but he got it back, and it put in there by Boo Wilkerson. A nice assist by Day Hall. 4 Wildcats have scored now. Here's a 3 by Red Oak. No good. Rebound Cameron Kahn. And over to Lamadrick Johnson. Wildcats have rushed out to a 12-5 lead as they are really playing well here in the early going. Over to Boo Wilkerson. Wilkerson inside Day Hall. Hall working one-on-one and put the shot up. What a beautiful move. Day with 6. Wildcats leading 14-5, 3:18 left, first quarter. Hawks get it to Wallace. Back in Wallace's hands. Into the corner it goes to Eubanks. Back outside, Wallace penetrating in and kicked it back out. A 3 for Red Oak. An air ball taken down by Cameron Kahn. Red Oak very cold here in the first quarter, except for Wallace, who has a couple of buckets. Speaking of Wallace, Don Wallace is in the building here. Ball, a good backdoor cut by Boo Wilkerson. Hit the basket, made it count. Good assist by Cameron Kahn. And Boo Wilkerson will be heading to the free throw line. That is foul number 1 on Colby Holman, the big post. That's the first foul in the game. The officiating crew tonight from Fort Worth, Cowtown. Justin Brock is checked in, along with Justin Hare. Grayson McClure is checked out. I'll try to get the other one. Boo Wilkerson missed the free throw. Wildcats leading 16-5 with 2:40 left in the first quarter. Here's a Red Oak player driving in. Oh, he put a shot all the way over the backboard, but he drew the foul on Day Hall. That was big, tall Keon Thompson, 6'3" player. First foul on Day, team's first. 2 shots for Keon Thompson, the 6'3" junior for Red Oak. It's the district champs of District 14, 5A. Free throw on the way, good by Thompson. They play teams like, we mentioned Midlothian, also Cleburne and Waco University, Corsicana, Ennis, those teams like that. And Thompson got both free throws for Red Oak. It's 16-7. The Wildcats lead with 2:35 left here in the first quarter. Into Lamadrick Johnson. Seemed like the Wildcats have scored on every possession down the court. Ball to Justin Brock. Brock on the left side of the arc. Back outside, Lamadrick Johnson on the left side. Day Hall, top of the key. Day on the dribble, gives it away, Lamadrick Johnson. Johnson will lob to Day Hall, made the catch, spins to the basket and put it up and hit it. Day on fire already with 8 points. Wildcats leading 18-7, 2:08 left here in the first quarter. Red Oak dribbling the ball outside, that is Turner. And back to Wallace, guarded by Justin Brock. Wallace puts it in the corner. Red Oak player comes inside the arc, shoots the jumper, missed it. Good rebound, Day Hall. The Wildcats run. They lead 18-7, under 2 to play here in the first quarter. Back out to Lamadrick Johnson, heading for the basket. And then he kicked it outside. As he was landing, he kind of took a slide step there, and the official got him for a travel. So a turnover on the Wildcats. They lead 18-7 with 1:37 left here in the first quarter. Been a good one for the Wildcats so far. Sasser, the coach's son, we think, back with the ball at the point guard position, over to Wallace. And now they get it back to Wallace. Here's Sasser for the three. It's good. Joshua Sasser, second three for Red Oak, and they trim the lead to 18-10. 1:12 left here in the first quarter. Day Hall double team. They almost pried it loose. Day got it back. Gives it, well, he tried to get it to Justin Brock. And it's going to go back to the Wildcats, they'll say. Knocked out of bounds by the Hawks. Cameron Kahn returns. And Day will get a breather. Sure, Coach Cipolletta doesn't want Day to get that second foul. Ball into Boo Wilkerson. Boo driving. Tried to dump it down low to Cameron Kahn, and the pass was too hot and went out of bounds. It was a short pass with a lot of mustard on it. 57 seconds left in the first quarter. The Wildcats leading Red Oak 18-10. And the ball in the hands of Emerson Wallace. He gets it over to Turner. Shot put up by Red Oak, missed, no good. Rebound by Boo Wilkerson. 38 seconds left. Wildcats leading 18-10. See if Clark Cipolletta plays for one here. Lamadrick being closely guarded, so he can't dribble off the time and just wait out there. Now the ball in the hands of Boo Wilkerson. He stops his dribble, needs some help. Got it over to Lamadrick Johnson. Lamadrick driving to the baseline. Over to Boo Wilkerson, left open for three. Shot is no good, and then we have a foul on the rebound. And one of the Hawks. Looked like 5 fingers to me. Yes, that was the first foul on Joshua Sasser. And Boo Wilkerson, well, it's a non-shooting. Oh, yeah, Grayson McClure checked in. Non-shooting foul. Boo was standing at the free throw line, so made the assumption he was going to shoot. But that was a rebounding foul, a non-shooter. Now the ball into Cameron Kahn, and he slashes to the basket and dunked the ball. 6 first quarter points for Cameron Kahn. Wildcats leading 20-10. Just 7 seconds left. Here's a Red Oak three. It's off, no good. Good rebound, Justin Hare. And Hare along about probably a 50-footer, and it came up short, maybe 60. But the Wildcats have a great first quarter, and they leap out to a double them up first quarter. It's the Wildcats 20 and Red Oak 10, and we've played one. We'll take a break and be back for the start of the second quarter right after this break. Red Oak scoring in the first quarter, Emerson Wallace 5, Joshua Sasser 3, and 2 for Keon Thompson. For the Wildcats, 8 points, Day Hall, 6 for Cameron Kahn, 4 Boo Wilkerson, 2 Lamadrick Johnson. And here come the Hawks down 20-10 as we start the second quarter. We have a new player in there now for the Hawks. That's Austin Foster. And this is Turner dribbling outside, and the ball stolen by the Wildcats. Day Hall down the court, lays it up and hit it. Day red hot with 10 points already. Wildcats leading 22-10. Into the corner, a three for Red Oak, and it's good. Boy, this team can hit them. That was Austin Foster. He's got 3 points and trims the lead to 9 now at 22-13. Lamadrick Johnson across the midline, goes around to Day screen, got it down to Cameron Kahn. He lobbed it into Day, made the catch and put it in the basket. Day just unstoppable, just like he was against Lufkin. Has 12 points in this one. The Wildcats leading 24-13. Wallace with the ball for the Hawks, being watched by Grayson McClure. And the ball comes over to Sasser. Boy, all these guys have good three-point shots. Here's one on the way. This one misses, no good. Rebound, Day Hall. Wildcats leading 24-13 with 6:46 left here in the second quarter. Day, top of the key for the Wildcats. Looking inside, right side it goes Lamodrick Johnson. Grayson McClure, top of the key, long three for Grayson. This will miss, no good. Day fights for the rebound, and he may have gotten a rebounding foul. I believe it. Well, I did not see a foul go up on the board. Still just has one. Some violation on the Wildcats anyway, not involving a personal foul. So the ball back in the hands of the Hawks. They're down 24-13 with 6:28 left in the second quarter. This is Sasser with the ball. Right side it goes. The new player in there got bumped, put up a shot and missed it, and he'll go to the foul line. That is Kavion Stoudemire, 6'2" senior. Grayson McClure got the foul. That's his first. Wildcats only have two, and Red Oak has two. Officials, for the most part, letting these teams play. Coach Sasser, a very familiar sounding name. I'm not sure where I've known where he coached. I don't believe it was at Red Oak. Here's a left-handed free throw is good by Stoudemire. And that puts the lead back to 10 points. He can trim it to single digits with another made left-handed free throw here. This one on the way, a miss, no good. So it's 24-14. Wildcats have the ball, 6:17 left here in the second quarter. And now Red Oak picking up with a press. Lamodrick Johnson quickly called timeout as he was kind of trapped in the backcourt. And the Wildcats, they kind of sprung the trap there on the press, and the Wildcats called timeout to talk about it. Wildcats leading Red Oak 24-14 as we play in the second quarter. And we'll take the break here, and we'll be back in a moment. 6 minutes and 10 seconds left here in the second quarter. The Wildcats are leading by 10, 24-14, and Red Oak is now pressing. Day Hall over to Lamodrick Johnson. He gets it over to Cameron Kahn. Back to Lamodrick to Day Hall. They're across the midline. They give it to Boo Wilkerson. Down low to Day. They've had no answer for him so far. And here's a pass tip, but it got to Grayson McClure. He gets it to Cameron Kahn, who storms the basket and hit the left-handed layup. Boy, Cameron looks very fast tonight. Has 8 points, and the Wildcats are up 26-14. 5:40 left here in the second quarter. And here's a player driving in. A shot is put up and missed. It was Thompson. He'll go back to the foul line. Cameron Kahn, I believe, will pick up the foul. That'll be his first. And free throws again for Keon Thompson, who's 2 for 2 from the line. Free throw on the way. Oh, that almost rimmed out of there and then finally ducked back into the basket. So he's 3 out of 3. As we used to say, well, that thing's clean now. That cleaned it out all the way around. He misses this one. Rebound to Day Hall. Wildcats leading 26-15. They get it across the timeline. Then Boo Wilkerson fell. And the ball will stay with the Wildcats as the ball went out of bounds off Red Oak. Grayson McClure now throwing in for the Wildcats right at the end between the Red Oak bench and the scorer's table. Here in this beautiful gym in Forney, one of my favorite gyms in this part of the world. Ball down to Day Hall. He spins and got called for a travel. Day thought he got fouled. He was getting ready to go to the free throw line, but he was called for a travel. And the ball back to Red Oak. They trail 26-15, 5:17 left here in the second quarter. Sasser with the ball. He works it over to Stoudemire. Back to Sasser, and now Thompson driving in, and he's called for a travel. Again, trouble on the landing. It's like gymnastics. Can't stick the landing. Sometimes you'll get the travel. He kind of lost control of the ball a little bit, too. That didn't help matters. And now Red Oak pressing in the backcourt against Day Hall. He gets it over to Lamodrick Johnson. Back to Day. Wildcats just now get it over the midline, over to Lamodrick Johnson. And Lamodrick double team, got it over to Day. He was looking for a cutter. Now Day slant, heads to the bucket. He put it up and missed it. Rebound to Red Oak, and here they come on the run quickly. Here's an open three in transition. It misses, no good. Rebound Lamadrick Johnson. Lamadrick across the midline in a hurry. Down low toward Cameron Kahn. The ball was tipped, but Day tipped it back out to Lamadrick Johnson, who just kept it from going into the back court. Back to Day, top of the key. Wildcats leading 26-15. 4:23 left here in the second quarter, and we have a foul inside. And official goes over and says number 1. That would be Keon Thompson. His first.
His first.
And the Wildcats, Lamadrick Johnson triggers it into Day Hall. 4:18 left, second quarter. Wildcats up 26-15. Lamadrick, top of the key. Heads in, put up a shot, missed it. Day dunked, but it was the foul happened first, so Lamadrick will head to the free throw line. And a foul, I believe, on Foster. Austin Foster, his first. And Lamadrick Johnson shooting his first free throws of the ball game, and that one's too hard. He'll get another. Lamadrick with 2 in the ball game, 0 for 1 from the free throw line, and here's Justin Hare in to replace Cameron Kahn, and Grayson McClure also out, and Justin Brock is back in. Lamadrick eyes the bucket. Free throw on the way. He banked that one. Got it. Lamadrick with 3 points, and the Wildcats are up 27-15. 4:08 left in the second quarter. Wildcats off to a great start in this one. Ball outside. Turner driving in. His shot blocked and picked off by Lamadrick Johnson, who blocked the shot. Lamadrick driving in, missed the layup, fight for the rebound, and I think they got Day on a rebounding foul. Yes, they did. That's his second. And Cameron Kahn is going to quickly come in for Day Hall, who finds himself in a little bit of foul trouble here with a second foul with 3:50 left here in the second quarter. Wildcats leading 27-15. And here come the Hawks. They've got Stoudemire and Sasser as guards, and they get it over to Turner. Right side, Sasser will shoot the 3. It's off, no good. Rebound, Justin Hare. And he gives to Lamadrick Johnson across the midline. Lamadrick behind the back dribble. Now slashes in, heads out. Gives it over to Justin Hare. Hare got it back to Lamadrick Johnson. Red Oak tightening their defense now. Lamadrick penetrates in. Boo Wilkerson open for the 3. Missed it. Rebound. Cameron Kahn hit the shot and got the foul. That's a good offensive rebound. We've seen that a couple of times from Cameron Kahn. And Kahn has 10. And that foul was on Latrone Turner Jr. It's his first. Red Oak now has 5 fouls. The Wildcats 4. And Cameron Kahn, his first free throws, he's got 6 baskets in the ball game. His free throw, good, swish, nothing but net for Kahn. And that's what he'll get to completing the 3-point play. He's got 11 in the game. The Wildcats leading 30-15. Here's a shot by Red Oak, left it short, and Justin Hare picked off the rebound. Justin doing a good job in the playoffs. You're seeing him blossom as a player. Ball comes into Hare. He's closely guarded by a smaller player. Right side it goes, Lamadrick Johnson. Lobs in to Cameron Kahn, made a good catch. Kahn puts up the shot, missed it. Follow shot, Boo Wilkerson, no good. And Red Oak came out of there with a rebound. And Sasser driving in. Here's a player in the corner, passed up the 3 and then traveled with the ball as he made a move. That was Latrone Turner Jr. And Emerson Wallace is back in. He scored the first 5 Red Oak points. Wildcats 30 and Red Oak 15, and their big fella Colby Holman checks back in, the 6'7" senior. And the ball into Lamadrick Johnson. Wildcats 30 and Red Oak 15. 2:35 left here in the second quarter. Lamadrick Johnson across the midline. Lamadrick driving in toward the basket, put up the shot, missed it. Hare with a tip, did not go. And here comes Wallace for Red Oak. Down to Sasser. He backs outside the arc. More comfortable out there from 3-point range. Then gets it over to Wallace. Wallace works it over to Turner. Latrone Turner Jr. working against Lamadrick Johnson. Goes around the screen. Free throw jumper is off, no good, but a Red Oak offensive rebound is good. That was put in by Keon Thompson, who now has 5 points. And Red Oak trims the lead to 13. Now it's 30-17 with 1:52 left here in the second quarter. Lamadrick, left side, Boo Wilkerson. Lamadrick, top of the key. Dribbling. Oh, he kicked the ball. He picked it up and then lost it. Here's Red Oak quickly down court. And Wallace will shoot the three in transition. Missed that, and Justin Brock got the rebound for the Wildcats. Wildcats continue to lead 30-17. Red Oak a little cold in their shooting, and it's really hurt them as they're shooting up a lot of threes and just not getting a return on that shot yet. Back to the top of the key to Cameron Kahn. Kahn, top of the key now. 113 over to Hare and back to Kahn. Right side to Lamadrick Johnson and to Justin Hare. Bounces in to Cameron Kahn. A whistle blows. Foul inside, I believe. Second foul on Holman for the Hawks. Grayson McClure returns. And Justin Brock is out. 1:05 left in the second quarter. Wildcats leading 30-17. They trigger the ball in. They get it to Cameron Kahn. Over to Boo Wilkerson. In the corner, McClure left open for a three. He got it. Grayson McClure with a three. Wildcats leading 33-17. 53 seconds left in the second quarter. A near steal by Lamadrick Johnson, but Sasser got it back. Gives to Wallace. And Wallace drives in and then drives out. Grayson McClure chasing him. Wallace outside now. Will drive to the right side. Over to Sasser, top of the key. Closely guarded Lamadrick Johnson. He drives in, got it low to Keon Thompson. A whistle blows. And it's going to be an offensive foul on Sasser. Kind of got out of control a little bit. His second foul as Cameron Kahn checks in. And here come the Wildcats with 26 seconds left in the first half. They lead 33-17. Wildcats have played a darn near perfect first half. Or as Alabama used to say, close enough to perfect for me. Boy, they have really, really looked good on offense. On offensive boards, hitting their shots. Boo Wilkerson has it. His pass tipped and knocked out of bounds. It'll go back to the Wildcats. 1.9 seconds, all that's left. So a quick shot needed here. One of the Wildcats. I'm sure Clark Stipoletta works on this in practice every day. He seems to look for everything. Ball comes in. McClure. Oh, he got it up. It would have counted. It did not go, but he got the shot off. A good attempt by Grayson McClure, but he was rushed. He certainly wasn't set. But with that 1.9, you've got to catch and shoot. I was surprised he got a dribble in there without getting caught. We're at the half. The Wildcats are leading after a very good first half. Wildcats leading Red Oak by the score of 33-17. And how about that Cipoletta defense to allow 17 first half points, 10 in the first quarter and 7 in the second quarter. Wildcats had 20 and then 13 in that more defensive-minded second quarter. So 33-17, and we'll add up all the scoring for you and tell you who scored what, as the Wildcats are leading the Red Oak Hawks by the score of 33-17. And let's take the break here, and we'll be back in a moment. We are just about ready to start the second half, the third quarter. And the Wildcats in this quarter will be moving left to right across the radio dial. For all those folks, all those fans out there that crave that information. I always like that information. I could better visualize the teams as I watched them running up and down the court in my mind, hearing the radio broadcast. And here come the Wildcats with the ball with Lamadrick Johnson. And Johnson to Cameron Kahn, and down low to Day-Day Hall, and he stuffed it. What a start to the second half for the Wildcats. And they're up 35-17 with 7:44 left here in the third quarter. Sasser dribbling outside for Red Oak. And Day Hall stepped into the passing lane. Down the court he goes. Oh, he missed the layup. And the rebound to Red Oak, and then a rebounding foul, I believe, on one of the Wildcats. I think it might have been Cameron Kahn. No. The foul was on Sasser fouling Day Hall. There's a reason he missed that shot. That is the third foul on Sasser, and the scoreboard agrees. So Day at the free throw line, so I got that one totally mixed up. I apologize. The free throw in and out, no good for Day. That's his first free throw attempt. He'll get another. Boy, he hit some big free throws in this gym. I was trying to remember which game. I seemed like it was against Rockwall Heath. He missed both. Boy, he made both that day, and the Wildcats needed him as they won that game. It was a very tight game, and Day-Day's basket made the difference. For his free throws made the difference. And now Turner gets the ball over to Wallace. Wallace to the free throw line, and an offensive foul on Red Oak. And I can clearly see a 23. I don't have a 23. Must be 32. Yes, that's the third foul now on Holman. I can't read those officials. It looks backwards to me, but it looks in the right order for the scoreboard. 32. The 3 and the 2. Wildcats with the ball now. Grayson McClure, he launches the 3. Good by Grayson McClure. McClure with 6 points. Timeout taken by Red Oak. Coach Sasser. 7:02 left in the third quarter, and the Wildcats have jumped out to a 21-point lead, 38-17. We'll take the break with them, and we'll be back in a moment. And the Wildcats have come out of the locker room and scored the first 5 points here in the third quarter, and pumped that 16-point lead up to 21, 38-17. The Wildcats are leading. 7:02 left here in the third quarter. And the Hawks, Wallace will be throwing the ball in to Sasser. And here come the Hawks. Maroon-clad Red Oak Hawks. Wallace with the ball outside. Working against McClure. Into the corner it goes. Sasser will launch the 3. It's off. Rebound Day Hall. And he gives to Lamadrick Johnson. He slowly brings it across the midline for the Wildcats. Lamadrick gives the ball free throw line. Cameron Kahn down to Day Hall. Hall puts up the shot and missed it, no good. Wildcats battle for the rebound. It was tipped, and Red Oak has it. And here come the Hawks. Here's a jumper on the way. It's good by Red Oak. And that was hit by Turner. Latrone Turner Jr., his first basket. And now a steal for Red Oak, and a 3 on the way is good by Emerson Wallace. So 5 quick points, and now Clark Cipolletta calling timeout. 6:11 left in the third quarter. The lead down to 16 now. Wildcats 38 and Red Oak 22. Let's take the break with them, and we'll be back in a moment. Well, this information might be important for next week. A halftime score, Lancaster 45 and Texas High 26. Wildcats play the winner of that game if they can win this one, and right now they're up by 16. But their lead, 5 points of that lead vanished real quick from Red Oak. Grayson McClure outside on the right side. Top of the key, Day Hall. Left side, Lamadrick Johnson. Johnson being guarded very closely. Drives in. Got it over into the corner. Cameron Kahn down to Day Hall. Closely guarded. Ball tipped and stolen. Day tipped it too, but Red Oak kept control. And here come the Hawks. Down by 16, 38-22. Sasser driving into the, just inside the arc. A jumper up, no good. Day Hall with a rebound. Gives to Lamadrick Johnson. 5:29 left in the third quarter. Wildcats up 38-22. Lamadrick slashing in over to Grayson McClure. Left open for 3. He got it. Boy, you can't leave Grayson McClure open. and he's got 3 threes. The Wildcats leading 41-22. 5:13 left here in the third quarter. A 3 by Red Oak, up and off, but they get the offensive rebound. Sasser, here's a 3 by Thompson. It was partially blocked, looked like, and then Lamadrick Johnson gets the rebound. Wildcats leading 41-22 with 4:55 left in the third quarter. Lamadrick working outside, and then we have a foul on Sasser. That is his 4th. He is just about to foul out.
Sasser, his 4th.
They have another player with 3, their big fella. And now checking in is Eubanks. We saw him in the first half. Darren Eubanks, 5'10" junior. And Grayson McClure gets it into Lamadrick Johnson. Johnson dribbling outside against Eubanks. Heads in, puts up a floater and missed it. Ooh, Wilkerson with the offensive rebound. They've elevated him to 6'2", by the way, instead of 6'1". He looked taller going in there and getting that offensive rebound. Wildcats leading 43-22. 4:30 left here in the third quarter. Turner over to Wallace. Wallace thought about the 3, drives in. Got the ball over to a new player in there. They got it down low. It went through a player and went through Thompson's legs and picked up by the Wildcats on the turnover. Lamadrick Johnson across the midline. 4:10 left, third quarter. Wildcats leading 43-22. Lamadrick outside. Now gives it to Day Hall. He's outside the arc on the left side. Day slashes in, bounces low to Cameron Kahn, who put it in. Cameron had good position, and he just went right to the bucket and laid it in. Beautiful play by Kahn. Wildcats leading 45-22. 3:46 left in the third quarter. And Kahn has 13 points. Here's Wallace in. Wallace to a teammate for a 3. It's on the way, off the iron, a rebound good by Keon Thompson on the offensive rebound, as Keon at 6'3" is beginning to make his presence known on that offensive glass. Wildcats by 21, 45-24, 3:21 left, third quarter. Ball into Boo Wilkerson's hands, and they got Lamadrick for palming or turning the ball over on the dribble. And this has been a popular substitution tonight, the Justins, Justin Brock and Justin Hare, for Grayson McClure and Cameron Kahn. Ball will go back to Red Oak on the Wildcats turnover. They lead by 21, 45-24, 3:18 left here in the third quarter. And Wallace across the midline for the Hawks. And the pass to Eubanks. And he threw it, and it's intercepted by the Wildcats. The player he was throwing to moved. Justin Brock looking for some help. Got it out to Lamadrick Johnson. And Johnson on the dribble outside. Left side it goes Brock. Brock, a cross-court pass is intercepted. And here comes a player down for the Red Hawks. He missed. They fight for the rebound. They saved it. No, they did not. Out of bounds on the Hawks. I keep calling them Red Hawks. I'm too used to like Rockwall Heath and some of the other Red Hawks that are out there. But these are Hawks. The Hawkmen. If you remember the old, what was it, Buck Rogers movie that they made? We had Queen as a soundtrack. I'll never forget it. Here's a steal by Red Oak from the Wildcats. Wallace drives down, missed the shot, and a good rebound by Justin Brock. Lamadrick Johnson down the court quickly. Lamadrick over to Day Hall, and he stuffed the ball. Players fell, but the officials let them play, as they have most of the night tonight. Wildcats leading 47-24. 2:12 left here in the third quarter. The Hawks get it into Thompson's hands. He drives, he hit the bucket, and he's going to be fouled. Thompson has 9, and he'll go to the free throw line. And that is the first foul. First foul on Justin Hare. And Keon Thompson is 3 out of 4 from the free throw line, and he missed that one. And Red Oak ended up with a rebound. And they get it over to Thompson. Here's a long 3 by Red Oak. Good. Splashed home by Emerson Wallace, who now has 11 points and 2 threes in the quarter. The lead down to 18 now at 47-29 with 1:46 left in the third quarter. Lou Wilkerson, right corner. Grayson McClure left open for three. He missed that one. And the rebound to Day-Day Hall. Hall hits right back to the bucket. Ball stripped away. They got it back to Day-Day. Spins. Got it to Justin Hare. And a traveling violation on Day-Day Hall. He's arguing with the wrong official, not the one that made the call. Justin Hare checks out for the Wildcats. Justin Brock. And Cameron Kahn back in. And here come the Hawks, down by 18, 47-29, with 1:23 left in the third quarter. And a better quarter for Red Oak. They've scored 12 points. Now we have a foul inside. I think Boo Wilkerson probably for a hold. That's his first. And a non-shooting foul for the Hawks. They have 3 fouls, the Wildcats have 2. And the Hawks to trigger in. They got it in. Player driving, a floater is off, no good, but they got the rebound. The Wildcats not making clean rebounds. And now Day-Day Hall gets the rebound on another missed shot. Day-Day down the court, lobs for Boo Wilkerson. Wilkerson gets it out to Cameron Kahn, back to Boo Wilkerson, slashes in, put up the shot, missed it, tipped outside, and here come the Hawks. 54 seconds left. Here's an open three. Eubanks, he missed it. Good rebound, Cameron Kahn. And he got it to Boo Wilkerson. The Wildcats run. Grayson McClure, he had a shot at a three, but he fumbled the ball a little and just decided not to do that and pass it along. Good decisions by a senior there. Modric Johnson heading in. Got it over to Grayson McClure. Day-Day Hall outside the arc. He's likely to shoot that shot. We haven't seen him try a three tonight, but he's getting deadly out there. And now Day-Day drives in, gives it over in the corner to McClure. Just 20 seconds left in the quarter. Cameron Kahn drives in, the ball loose. He got it back, got it over to Day-Day Hall, who slashes to the bucket. Nobody there, and he slammed the ball home. Boy, picking up a loose ball, and he just saw a clear path to the basket. Wildcats up by 20 in the final seconds. A three on the way, partially blocked by Day-Day Hall. And that's the end of the third quarter, and the Wildcats, another good one. They're up after three for the score of 49-29. And let's take the break here, and we'll be back in a moment. Wildcats outscored the Hawks in that third quarter 16-12 and built that lead up to 20 now, 49-29. Day-Day Hall has 18 points, Cameron Kahn 13, Grayson McClure 9, and 6 for Boo Wilkerson and 3 for LaModric Johnson. Just a team effort tonight for the Wildcats as they really look sharp. They've got a 20-point lead with 8 minutes to go here against Red Oak, and they're going to have to get red hot if they want to get back in this ball game. Top of the key, Sasser, the long three, that missed. Oh, that was way off target. The ball was knocked out of bounds by the Wildcats. We go back to Red Oak underneath their own basket. They have had a poor shooting night tonight, especially from long range. Ball comes in to Turner. Turner slashes in, now backs out. Ball in the corner. And here's Foster driving in. His shot was blocked, and Day-Day Hall ended up with it. Grayson McClure might have got a piece of that. And here come the Wildcats across the midline. Day-Day has it way outside. He eyes everything on the dribble and gives, well, he did not give to LaModric Johnson. Now top of the key to Cameron Kahn. Kahn directing traffic. Drives toward the basket. Laid it in and hit it and got fouled, I think. Cameron Kahn with a basket. Yes, the basket counts, and he was fouled. Cameron just saw a path to the bucket and headed that way. And that foul was on Thompson, his second. So Kahn with 15 points. Big ball game. Free throw on the way. Good free throw shooting for Cameron. He's made 2 3-point plays the old-fashioned way, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Wildcats up 52-29, 7:08 left, fourth quarter. Player driving in for the Hawks. Puts up the shot. Missed it. No good. Wildcats kind of battling each other for the rebound. Lamodrick Johnson got it across the midline. Lamodrick driving in. Down low. Boo Wilkerson into Day. Oh, he scooped the ball up. He saves it, but threw it into Red Oak. And here they come down the court. Sasser. And they work it around. Turner. Here's a shot by Red Oak. That was taken by Foster. No good. Wildcats leading 52-29 with 6:34 left in the fourth quarter. Wildcats really putting on a dominant display here in this area ball game. Ball over to Grayson McClure outside the arc. Pretty well covered. Got it over to Cameron Kahn, who jumped and made a good catch to keep it from being stolen. Closely guarded by Keon Thompson. Day Hall dribbling outside, goes around a Kahn screen. And now drives toward the basket, scoops it up and hit it off the glass. Boy, Day-Day's got the moves. He's got 20 in the game. And the Wildcats lead 54-29. 6 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Sasser with the ball for Red Oak. Sasser giving it over to Turner. Turner slipped and fell, got it back to Sasser, who then tripped over Kahn. And I think Kahn just was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and he'll get the foul as the player went over him. Second foul on Cameron Kahn. It's a non-shooter. That's the third foul for the Wildcats. So Red Oak has 4. And the ball will be triggered in by Turner. And he got it to... Here's a long three by Red Oak off. No good, but a big long rebound. They get the offensive rebound, put up the shot, missed it, got another offensive rebound shot blocked, and Boo Wilkerson chases it down. The Wildcats in transition. Grayson McClure, the three, that's off, no good, and a rebound to Turner. And here comes Red Oak in transition. And here's a 15-footer swish. Put through there by Latrone Turner, who now has 4 points. Timeout for the Wildcats. 5:22 left in the fourth quarter. The Wildcats leading by 23 with a score of 54-31. We'll take the break with them, and we'll be back in a moment. Wildcats leading here in the fourth quarter. 5:22 left. They lead 54-31. 23-point lead. I think I may be getting a message. We've got all kinds of stuff going on tonight. Final score, Mount Pleasant beat Midlothian tonight, 54-41. So congratulations to the Tigers. Wildcats have the ball now. Oh, they found Grayson McClure down low when he gets it over to Day Hall. He's double teamed over there. Day kicks it out. Boo Wilkerson open for a three. Grayson McClure, yes. Grayson McClure has 4 threes tonight for 12 points. Wildcats leading 57-31, just under 5 to play here in the fourth quarter. Here's Wallace over to Turner. Turner drives in, back to Wallace. Now Wallace penetrating, puts up the jumper in the lane. He got it. Wallace, a pretty smooth-looking player, has 13 in the game, and timeout taken by the Red Oak Hawks. 4:42 left here in the fourth quarter. The Wildcats 57 and Red Oak 33. And we'll take the break with them, and we'll be back in a moment. 4:42 left here in the fourth quarter. We understand my audio is breaking up a little bit. I'm not hearing it in my ears, but we're getting a report from the control room, so we apologize, and hopefully that will clear itself up. Wildcats leading 57-33. Wildcats with the ball, and Red Oak pressing all over the court into Lamodrick Johnson. Johnson in the backcourt. The one-man press breaker across the midline for the Wildcats. Goes around a Hall screen, got it back to Day. Outside the arc, back to Lamodrick. See if the Wildcats burn a little clock here with a 24-point lead. Cameron Kahn down to Day Hall. Hall spins, then scoops it up, missed it. And the ball, Red Oak battled it a little bit, but got the rebound. And here they come down by 24. 4:10 left here in the fourth quarter. All the ball almost thrown in the backcourt. That new player in there now is Keyshawn Green. And here's ball comes outside, and then I believe an offensive foul as a Red Oak player drove in and bodies fell. Foul his own Sasser. That'll foul him out.
Joshua Sasser. His personal foul.
So Sasser has just fouled out with 3 points. Had a 3 back in the first quarter. So a tough night for Sasser. There's 3:59 left here in the fourth quarter. The Wildcats leading 57-33. Royce City's coach is in attendance here at the ball game. It's good to see Coach Jacobs, Brian Jacobs, in the gym here. Lamodrick Johnson across the midline. 3:50 left here in the fourth quarter. Wildcats leading 57-33. Cameron Kahn dribbling, heading into the lane. Kahn puts up the short jumper and he got it. Boy, the Wildcats have looked good on offense. 18 points for Cameron Kahn. Wildcats up by 26 now, 59-33. Here's a long 3 by Red Oak. It misses, no good. And a good rebound by a good rebounding guard, Lamodrick Johnson. He's 6'3" after all, so he is a tall guard, and he is an excellent rebounder. Cameron Kahn outside now for the Wildcats, kind of a point forward here for the Wildcats, guarded by their big player, who has 3 fouls tonight. And Kahn will now leave it for Lamodrick Johnson. Lamodrick penetrates in and threw it back out, and it was tipped and stolen by Red Oak. It goes out of bounds. Last touch for the Wildcats. So Turner will now throw it in. He'll get it in to Colin Portis, who's now in there for Red Oak. And Portis gives it over to Turner. Latrone Turner Jr. on the dribble. Oh, his pass sizzled through players and went right to Lamodrick Johnson. Cameron Kahn across the midline. 2:30 left here in the fourth quarter. And the Wildcats by 26, 59-33. Cameron drives in. Missed the shot. I believe he will shoot 2 as he got fouled. I think that was on Latrone. Yes, Latrone Turner was his second.
At the line, Cameron Kahn, 2 shots.
And Cameron Kahn, who is 2 for 2. He made both the other free throws on an and one situation. This one on the way, oh, that's going to come up woefully short, just barely ticked iron. Cameron will get a second there. It's 2 out of 3 from the free throw line. Taking a little extra time, as he will do sometime, concentrating on those free throws. This one on the way, got it. Dallas Baptist getting a good player there in Cameron Kahn. Wildcats leading 60-33 with 2:16 left here in the fourth quarter. The Hawks with the ball. They work it around to Turner. Here's the top of the key. Player slashing in, put up the shot and got it. Oh, a beautiful move there. That was Wiltz Duncan for 2. And it's 60-35. The Wildcats by 25 points with 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Day Hall with the ball outside. See if the Wildcats burn some clock here. Day dribbling outside. And now heading into the lane. Oh, contact. And let's see how they call that one. It went against. It was Duncan on the foul, his first. And Day Hall to the free throw line. Day with 20 points. He is 0 for 2 from the free throw line. That's uncharacteristic. This one is good. That's more like it. 21 for Day. And here comes some bench players now. Or at least Caleb Alexander will be in there, replacing Grayson McClure, who gets a nice hand. I imagine Clark Cipolletta will give all these players a cameo as they come off the court. Day missed the second free throw. Wildcats lead 61-35. Here's a 3 by Red Oak. It's good, as that was put in by Keyshawn Green. Some of these guys on the bench are are having some points here for Red Oak. 1:28 left here in the fourth quarter. The Wildcats leading 61-38. We'll take the break with them, and we'll be back in a moment. .128 left here in the fourth quarter. Wildcats 61 and Red Oak 38 from Forney. Wildcats good vibes in this gym. They beat Midlothian in here last year. And Boo Wilkerson triggers into Lamadrick Johnson. Now he's double teamed. Got it over to Boo Wilkerson into Caleb Alexander. Down to Cameron Kahn. He got it low to Justin Hare. He's double and triple teamed. He got it out to Cameron Kahn. Kahn now dribbling back outside with 1:11 left. Got it to Lamadrick Johnson. Wildcats appear to be taking some air out of the ball now to Justin Hare and over to Cameron Kahn. Back to Hare. He is 40 feet from the basket, almost at midcourt. Gives off to Lamadrick Johnson. And last 50 seconds to go here in the ball game, and the Wildcats by 23. Over to Cameron Kahn. To Lamadrick. Wildcats work on their delay game here. Lamadrick Johnson goes around a Hare screen. 34 seconds left in the ball game. Wildcats will be heading to the regional quarterfinal and probably facing Lancaster. They were way up on Texas High at the half. And Mount Pleasant won tonight. The Wildcats, they could continue to figure out a way to win. They may see them in the regional tournament if both teams can win their way to that. 12 seconds left and the Wildcat faithful rises and gives their team a standing O here. Just 5 seconds left. And Justin Hare will dribble it out there. And, well, no, he passed over to Cameron Kahn. And the Wildcats win this one in dominating fashion by the score of 61-38. 12-point last quarter for the Wildcats, and Red Oak had 9. So 61-38. And the Wildcats win this one against Red Oak. And the Wildcats move on to the regional quarterfinals, and we think more than likely about a 90% chance it will be Lancaster. And we kind of have been on that collision course since the brackets were released. And we missed them last year when they tripped up against Frisco Lone Star in the regional tournament. But they did not trip up this year. They're the state's #1 team. In recent past, they won back-to-back state championships in 14 and 15. And so they are a tough out always in any basketball year. And so the Wildcats will have to bring a ball game similar to the one they had here tonight, where they will really have to play well against a very, very good Lancaster team that has only lost 2 games. One was to Duncanville, who just happens to be the top-ranked team in Class 6A. And then they lost to one of those high-powered, I think, private academies or something like that, where they ended up playing them and losing. But that's been it. Everything else a victory. They've got guards that are unbelievable. One is ticketed for TCU, and the other kid is just a junior, and he's considered a 4-star talent. Well, the Wildcats win this one 61-38 over Red Oak. So let's add everything up, and we'll come back and tell you who scored what, as it's the Wildcats 61 and Red Oak 38. We'll be back in a moment. Well, here we are up in the dark of the gym here in Forney, as we're way up high, and it's a little too high for light apparently. As we're sitting up here, it's been a pleasant venue to watch this ball game, and it was a beauty. And let's give you the scoring. We'll start with Red Oak. They were led by Emerson Wallace, their 5'11" senior guard. He had 13 points, was the only Hawk in double figures. After that, 9 points for Keon Thompson, 6'3" junior. And 4 points for Latrone Turner, Jr. 3 points for Joshua Sasser before he fouled out. 3 points for Austin Foster. and 3 points for Keyshawn Green. 2 points for Wiltz Duncan and 1 point for Kavion Stoudemire. That's the scoring for Red Oak. And again by quarter, 10, 7, 12, and 9. And so Clark Cipolletta will like that as just a little bit over 9 points a quarter, about 9.5 actually. And so that's good Wildcats defense. Anytime you hold them under 10 a quarter, you like your chances of winning. And the Wildcats really made it moot with a great offense. They had 3 players in double figures. Day-Day Hall led the way again with 21 points for the Wildcats. Just super job by Day-Day. 19 by Cameron Kahn, as he really had a nice game, one of the best ones we've seen this year. 12 points for Grayson McClure with his 4 threes. And then 6 points for Boo Wilkerson and 3 for LaModrick Johnson. Wildcats 20, 13, 16, and 12. But when you're holding the other team to 9, that makes for a big win, and the Wildcats win this one by 23. They improve their record now to 28-8. Just outrageous for the Wildcats, as Red Oak will drop to 23-12. And we think now in regional quarterfinal action that the Wildcats will be playing the Lancaster Tigers. And we will press Coach Cipolletta. We'll also invite him onto the coaches show. We weren't sure what was going to happen tonight, so I guess we should have had more faith than that. But we'll certainly hope that he can make his way to the coaches show tomorrow. And some soccer coaches as well have been invited, so we'll have a good show for you. But once again, let's wrap it up here as the Wildcats win this area game over Red Oak by the score of 61-38. Mount Pleasant also won tonight, by the way. We got a report on that as they won their ball game. And James Terry running spots back at the station. Doug Hastings shooting the video for a replay on Channel 18. And I'm Don Julian with your play-by-play. Once again, our final score from Forney in this area contest, the Wildcats of Sulphur Springs 61 and the Red Oak Hawks 38. Thank you so much for joining us this evening, and so long, everybody.
Thank you, Don. This has been Wildcat Basketball on KSST 1230 AM, Sulphur Springs, Texas. We'll be going back to the Good Time Oldies after this message.